Okay. Give me 1 second. I should have had all this prep before I logged in. My bad. My phone happened to be dead when I'm going to go live, so I'm trying to charge it. Okay. Let's see. This is one. Hopefully I don't die here. I'm gonna put you up here. Don't break my glass door. Okay. I'm gonna order me some more. So I'm trying to do this live because I said I was gonna do it, but I'm actually cleaning. So you're gonna hear me cleaning. It's gonna be pretty loud. That's not gonna work. Maybe. As long as the phone don't fall in the sink. There we go. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's Grounded Dolphin. I hope everybody's doing good. Whoever is on, please say hello so I know who I'm talking to. This conversation is going to be about suretyship and government programs. So I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes to see if anybody else come in, and then I'm going to start. I just hate going over what I said because I forget a lot. So 2 minutes. Start this morning off right. I'm trying to get all negative energy away from this conversation. Because we about to get into shit. Okay, I'm about to turn this off. Okay, so this conversation is going to be about suretyship. And I'm going to do an explanation on what suretyship is. And I think I actually want to give y'all the proper definition for it instead of my ghettoized version of it. So let me grab my tablet. Hold on. Oh shit, I forgot I was looking. I'm trying to do too much shit. Okay. So what I would say to you without reading the definition of it, suretyship is just basically taking over an account. That's the basic, simple way to understand what suretyship is. Okay, but I'm going to do the definition. Suretyship. A person who takes responsibility for another's performance of an undertaking, for example, they're appearing in court or for payment of a debt. That's the definition of suretyship. Proper way to say it. Suretyship. I guess my accent ain't that bad. That's what I'm saying, suretyship. Again, a person who takes responsibility for another's performance of an undertaking. For example, they're appearing in court or payment of debt. Money given to support an undertaking that someone will perform a duty, pay their debts, and etc. as a guarantee. So if y'all understand what that is, type in "I understand" or some shit in the chat. That seems pretty self-explanatory. Burn my bacon. Okay. So how can we use suretyship in our everyday life to benefit us? Now you have you might have seen a lot of people doing suretyship for their what is that shit called? Not unemployment. food stamps, benefits, cash benefits. You might have seen a lot of stuff trending on TikTok about suretyship for that. But what I always say when I'm teaching is people are not, I'm going to say not willing to, because it's not that you're not capable of, but you're not willing to think deeper, think longer, think harder, go around different perspectives on how one party could think about one situation, but there's alternate ways that that can work. So instead of me getting upset about y'all not thinking deep, I'm going to help y'all out a little bit. So if all you want is your Netflix bill paid, I'm sorry, I'm eating bacon. If all y'all want is your Netflix bill paid, this ain't the one for you. This ain't the video for you to watch. If you're just trying to pay your cell phone bill, you're not where I'm at. And I really don't want you asking me no dumbass questions. Okay? There's more to this life than a damn car note and renting an apartment. Okay? So let me explain to you how to use suretyship. So you first must understand, I'm so sorry I'm eating, y'all. You first must understand that if you could take out your driver's license or your birth certificate or social security card right now, then you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. Those documents that you carry, your identifiers, every last one of them should be in all caps. Every last one of them. You have to understand that your all caps is your corporation. It is a business. It is not who you are. Once you have a complete and total clear understanding of that, you have to truly understand that you are not your birth certificate name. I have a cousin in my family, and we call her Poopsie. Everybody call her Poopsie. That's not her real name, though. Her real name is what's on those documents. So you gotta think about in your family. My mom and my dad call me Fee. So that's who I am, Fee. I am not Fadia Mikhail. That's my corporation. So, but the only person that will ever be able to use your identifiers is you, because those identifiers were assigned specifically for you. You are the only authorized user on here. If you look on the back of your social security card, it'll say, do not give this information to nobody. You're the authorized agent of this card holder. You're the card holder. You're an agent. You're the agent for the identifier. The agent, the representative. Do you get that? So basically, if you could look at it like this, your identifiers is your child. You tell your child what to do. You tell people who's supposed to be taking care of your child what they're supposed to be doing with your child. You do what I say. You my nanny. You do what I tell you. It's just like that. The corporations are the nannies. And y'all just not been telling the nannies what to do. You just been letting them run and fuck them up, raising your kids and doing what they want with your kids. Try to break this shit down to the dumbest, most infantile way to understand this. So when you call and you talk to somebody about any of your accounts, you always have to say, I'm the surety over the principal. The principal, just remember your high school principal is your birth certificate, the principal. Don't overthink this shit. If you overthink it, you're never going to execute anything because you're going to always be confused. And the reason why I say that is Aboriginals are not really naturally equipped to deal with lies. It's confusing to us and it's dirty. And the true Aborigines of this place, we don't like filth. So you don't want to get dirty with them. You just want to wipe the dust off. You don't need to go no deeper than dust. So you want to say, first of all, you want to look up suretyship. You want to start asking questions. You want to look up equity court, and I hate saying this word. I'll be pronouncing it wrong. Equity jurisprudence, prudence, pew, and then dents. However you say that shit. You want to look that up. You want to understand what your accounts are. You want to look on all of your accounts and get whatever numbers, barcode numbers, whatever numbers and codes. You want to write those numbers down and start asking questions about those codes. I told y'all, I just be calling people asking random questions that make no sense. I just sent a letter to my mayor. I mean, I put him on notice. Let him know you work for me. You better get back to me as soon as possible. You will not like where that go if you don't. And I mean that shit. I have been documenting for the last 2 years everything. And all that trying to wipe my phone and my laptop, that shit ain't gonna work. I'm always 10 steps ahead. All my shit has been sent all over the world. So if anything goes missing and I can't go back and get nothing, I just pick the tab. Y'all let these corporations and these courts put fear in your heart. Y'all let a judge who's not a judge, who's just a supervisor, put you in jail, take away years of your life. You do it and you don't ever ask a question. You never ask one question. I keep doing all these actions on my son. And they're so manipulative that they bring him back into contract every time. And every time I gotta get his little ass out. So I had cleared up I cleared up this rent for this boy. And I said, I don't want you talking to nobody. If it's a business thing, send them to me. Now, they tried to threaten him and say, you know, you're going to get evicted if you don't pay this, whatever, whatever. I looked at the court docket. It's nothing in a court for him. That was 2 months ago. So it's 3 months now. He's not paid any rent. And every day I'm asking, did the eviction letter come yet? No eviction letter. None. Every day for 3 months. So the office calls him and says, we haven't heard from you. Do you want to renew your motherfucking lease? That's what they said. Do you want to renew your lease? Why they ain't say why you still in my shit? Why they ain't say why you not moving out of my shit? Why they ain't say when you gonna come pay me my shit? So my son is talking to them and they are manipulating him into this shit again. And I said, I'm not gonna get upset Because just like it's taken me years to understand this, it's going to take everybody else time to understand this. He couldn't understand why they wasn't fucking with him for 3 months about his rent. I mean, not even a pay request, like not even a notice on the door. When you gonna pay? None of that shit. He doesn't understand that I've blocked his name. I've secured him. And all he has to do is say no. But if you are a person of authority over your well-being, whether it be the police, the judges, your landlord, you're going to be scared if you don't understand it. So I'm just saying this to tell y'all that this is a long road. You're going to have to learn a lot of shit, and then you have to unlearn that shit you learned and then learn something else. Again and again and again. Now, what I try to explain, I be just giving y'all all this fucking information for free. And I'm watching all these people stealing my information that I'm giving you. Not so much stealing, but copying my strategy with y'all. And y'all paying them thousands of dollars, and I'm so confused. But I'm trying to stay out of my ego about that. Now, I done told y'all, stop letting people tell you what your allotment is. You do not get to tell me how much you're going to give me. You do not get to tell me where I will live. You do not get to tell me I can't have what I want. That's not how that works. But if you're still an infant, if you're still a child, acting like a child, listening to what they're saying, falling for their bullshit, they're going to keep playing you. They're going to keep robbing you. They rob you every day. Every day they're robbing you. I wouldn't be so aggressive with telling y'all this if I don't have the fucking documents from a judge saying this. Suretyship rules. Overall. Now they could tell you whatever they want to tell you, but ain't no way in hell a judge himself is going to tell me you can absolutely use your suretyship rights over any government funded program because it's your right. So, you living on Section 8. I'm going to just start off with Section 8. And I'm going to see if you guys can use your brain to come up with other ways to address your estate that's not a food stamp addressing or a Section 8 addressing. How far can you take this? How deep can you go? Now, you say I only qualify for a 2-bedroom because I got 3 daughters and just me, right? Because everybody can share the room if they the same sex. That's what they're doing now with this government-funded program. When you address suretyship, you say, I am responsible for the debt. So I am authorizing you to release this amount of money per month for this particular principal account. You see what I'm saying? Because you are the authorized user on the principal. You are the one that decides how the principal is being distributed out into the corporation of finance and how the fucking country runs. When you're not accessing your funds and you leave it open, giving them the power of attorney, you're giving them access to do whatever the hell they want. I had a whole argument with ChatGPT the other day because I'm like, yo, like, why you lying to me? And he said, I'm not lying. This is what the law is. I said, But they're only telling them what they want to repeat. I said, you know what, chat? You pissing me off right now, so I'm gonna take a minute and rephrase my question. And this fool gonna say, it's okay. You take all the time you need to get your thoughts together, and then come back and ask me again. Me and ChatGPT be going at it. It'd be so funny. But I had to think about how to manipulate this machine to give me the correct answer and not what they want us to know. And it took me all fucking day. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, I said, this is how I asked that question. Sure enough, I asked this damn question. And the chat GPT answered it the way I knew it was supposed to be answered. You can always outsmart a machine. They like to scare us into thinking AI is going to take over. Skynet, Skynet. All you got to do is outsmart them. Because they don't have the sentience, the human, the natural heartbeat, mind, chakras, whatever makes you what we are. They don't have that. So they don't have the ability to alter in the blink of an eye. They have to stay on script. So you just gotta mess that script up, short them out. Now I have come up, since y'all been asking me for processes for the last 2 years, I have come up with a process on how to approach the Housing Authority Section 8 voucher program so that you can raise your vouchered amount to what you need, what you require for you and your family, not what they say you require. And you need to think about this in the terms of class and status. They give us these housing authority houses in the inner city that are trifling, falling apart. Everybody's ceiling is patched up, mold growing. You can smell it when you walk in. But when there are light-skinned people who are on these programs, they have new homes developed, new properties in good neighborhoods. Me and my husband back in 2020, I think 2020, we applied for this new development housing authority community in Colorado. It was beautiful. Like the way they built this, where they built it, it was flawless. We put our application in. It's been 4.5 years. We've never heard anything. A couple of people we knew that was light skinned who applied got several callbacks. They just didn't need it. They just wanted to see if they would get approved for it. When we went to go check after they had moved everybody in, the bulk of the people who lived there were white and the rest were Mexican. Now, I'm saying all of this to say they are telling you what you're worth. You are worth a trifling ass housing authority house with a leak in the ceiling in the hood with fucking cockroaches walking up to the steps saying, "What up, dope?" That's what they say you worth. And you just agree. That's what you do. You agree to that shit. Now, why the fuck do they kids get to go to a school with no mice and roaches running around in the classroom? Your kids got to go with the mice and the roaches and live in water. But you're both on the same government program. You never ask one question ever. You just accept it. I've never accepted none of this shit. And I've been on Section 8. I left my family just to get on Section 8 where the white people get it. It took me 3 months to get my Section 8. And you have people in the hood waiting 10 years, 14 years to get Section 8. Why, when you go to the white neighborhoods, you get a Section 8 like that? You go to the black neighborhoods, they let you live in shelters and on the street for decades before they give you a piece of shit house. I don't accept those things. I've never accepted any of those things before I even learned all of this. You do what I say. You're going to give me a voucher because I said so. And I got my shit. I'm going to move into your neighborhoods where there's not one black person on the block because I said so. And I'm not paying you no goddamn deposit because I said so. You have to know who the fuck you are. And y'all can say I feel this confident and arrogant now because of the actions that I've made on my name and nobody can fuck with me. But you got to think about the fact that I was on trial for a fucking attempted murder and I represented myself and got the fuck off. At 23 years old, I ain't know shit about no Constitution, no Sesta K Vi, no UCC, no tax forms. I ain't know none of that shit. I was another ignorant nigga. I just knew you ain't finna be locking me up for me not really attempting to murder this nigga. I was just playing. Why would the judge agree? Not only was my probation foolish, it had no consequence. It was a joke. You were no longer allowed to purchase or own any hammers for 10 years. That's a fucking joke to me. Just like the court system. So you, at the end of the day, is you gonna decide how the fuck you live. My daughter said to me, Mom, you know what? When I was in college, all my college friends thought we had money. They all thought we came from money. And I said, why is that? I said, every time they walked up to any of our houses, they just thought we had money. I said, did you ever have it? She said, no. I live how the fuck I want to live. Even when I was living in my car, I was living in the finest neighborhoods, in the finest Targets parking lot, in the finest. I went to the bathrooms where there was a private stall with a private sink in there because I'm bougie like that. You not finna have everything you want on my land and I have nothing. So I don't give a fuck about an authority, a justice, a government, none of that shit. You will do what I say if you are using my principal account. Now, if you're not willing to stand up for yourself and think and represent yourself like a goon, like a G, and stop all this street goon and shit and do corporate goon and shit like Trump, don't come to my channel. Because I don't talk about baby shit. I talk about adult shit here. Now, if y'all want me to help y'all with y'all Section 8 voucher or your Social Security claim, because y'all ain't think about that neither, I ain't going to give y'all no more. Any government funded program that you are associated with, that you are using your, think about it like this. You on Medicaid. You need to get a surgery. Medicaid won't pay for that fucking surgery because it's too expensive. Medicaid won't pay for that particular doctor in that neighborhood because that doctor is out of the plan. But you can address that shit as the suretyship over the principal, and you can raise the benefit and have them pay for you to go to the fucking therapist or the fucking specialist that you need to go to, but you're not thinking. You're not thinking. You can't think outside of a rap fucking song or somebody's goddamn red bottom shoes. You're so stupid and you're thinking. And this is not my arrogance and my ego. This is me being tired of covering y'all ass. I have to go through all this to figure this shit out just to help y'all who not even willing to help yourself. So there will be no more freebie shit. Do not send me any emails telling me about your whole fucking life and how everything is happening wrong to you. So fucking what? It's happening because that's what you want to happen. So fucking what? I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. We have all been ignorant for too fucking long. If you're not willing to do the work, don't call me. Don't you call me when the fucking sheriff is knocking on your door to put you out. Don't you fucking call me after the fact. If you can't Strategize. Like I told y'all before, if you know you ain't got the fucking mortgage this month, plan for that. You ain't got the rent, plan for that. Car note, plan for that. You know you about to go up against the bank, plan for that. Strategize. Research, research, research. Study, 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 then hit them bitches. When you fail that first time, you listen back to your recording, because I swear to God, if I tell y'all one more time, you better record everything. I don't give a fuck about the law. If it says you have to have somebody's party consent, don't give a fuck. This is for your records. You record everything. And when you fail, you go back and you listen to how you fail. And then when you win, you go back and you listen to how you won. It's all about you. Or it's not. I can't be nobody bitch no more. I can't. I can't listen to your lies no more. I can't. I'm never beneath nobody. I never was. And I never will be. Section 8 is so small. Your car note so small. Hit me up. Tell me how big your ideas are. How big your ideas are. I don't want to talk about they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Y'all making that motherfucker rich. Not really him, whatever label he on. What you talking about? What you thinking about? What are you caring about? I can't have my kids watch somebody play me. I'm too gangster for that. So when you come to me and you say some shit like that and I got all these kids under me, I have to address it. My last 10 seconds will put you in a fucking mental hospital. This is a fact. Just by telling a female how I felt about her parenting, she went into a fucking mental hospital. You have to know who you are. Own who you are. Ain't nobody greater than you. Ain't nobody better than you. We all the same. There will be no more middle class. So y'all middle class motherfuckers, get up in here, honey, because your ass gonna be on Section 8 soon. It's only gonna be them and us. Them and us. The rich and the poor. What side you gonna be on? My daughter took me to the market the other day, and we in there, and she like, Mom, can you get this fan for me? I said, sure. She said, oh, but I want the pink one too. So I'm gonna get the pink one. I said, why are you getting the pink one when you want both of them? Get what you want. She was trying to make a cake, and she was trying to get cheap flour. Is that the flour that your throat is worthy of? Get the flour you want. We bought a little ass pack of 11. It was a little, some kind of special flour, and it cost $12 for a little bag. And I was like, they already poison you with everything else. So get what you believe is better. When that money comes out, that money will be refilled. I was bitching about spending my money at the store the other day. I had to go and grab some stuff. And I was like, damn, if I spend this, I'm going to be broke for the next few days. Oh, shit. I forgot. I forgot I had a ceremony. I'm not too late though. Okay. I was like, if I spend this money, I'm not gonna have no money for the next 4 days. And I hate not having no money. I don't like dipping into reserves. So I said, but let me stop thinking about it like that. Let me actually spend more of what I don't have. Soon as I said that, I got an email, somebody wanted to do a class with me. Right after that email came, I got a cash app for somebody buying some of my products. I made $500 in 15 minutes because I changed the way I thought. Why am I crying over this little bit of ass money? If I need that shit, get it. If you need something, get it. It is the programming and the brainwashing that has us believing that that shit is not for us, it's for somebody else. When I brought my niece to Colorado from Philadelphia and I tried to enroll her into this school called Falcon High School. This school made Beverly Hills 90210 High School, the original one, look like a charter school. Like I said, I don't do nothing small. When I took my baby up to that door, she said, Auntie, this ain't for black people. We're not supposed to live like this. That shit broke my heart. She didn't even think she deserved to be in a school of that caliber. And she went back to Philly. Everything is mindset. She went back to Philly to struggle. Now she has a bunch of kids and she's still struggling. No shade on my niece, but I'm saying the truth. And the truth is, when an opportunity is given to you to change your life, to do better because you deserve it, if you think you deserve less, you will get less. You will get less. There's always going to be problems coming in all situations, but you have to determine what is your caliber. I've never been a townie and I'll never be a townie. I'm always at the top of court. I've always believed that. I told y'all when I was a kid, I refused to hold that fucking dustpan. I have a scar on my fucking arm from one end of my arm to the next end of my arm because of a fight with my sister because that bitch wanted me to hold the dustpan. I don't pick up dirt from nobody. Now I sweep it and you pick that shit up. I meant that shit. I was fucking 11. 11. You have to know thyself. Know who you are. I don't accept peasantry. I don't accept that shit. I don't accept you telling me I only qualify for 20 food stamps. Nigga, I qualify for all the food stamps you got. Y'all better learn how to play motherfucking poker and chess, because that's what you and Monopoly. You're either in 3 games in this fucking matrix: poker, chess, or Monopoly. You're either the winner, the loser, or the pawn. You either being, what's that word? Eminent domain, or you dominating their ass. The fact that y'all just allow eminent domain, I just can't understand none of this shit. But it's okay. We all gonna get there when we get there. I done told y'all what you have the capability of doing. I've told y'all that I can show you how to execute this successfully. No freebies. Family, friend, child, I don't care who you are. Mama, nobody's getting nothing from me for free no more because you're not willing to do the work. When you pay for something, it gives you more of an incentive to execute it for the most part. Live free, my nigga. Live free. Live in court. Get out of town.